Welcome to the Double E Show. Bad strategy, horribly simulated. What's going on, everybody? Gemma73 back with the Double E Show. Back with something new for this Thursday. So for the next couple of weeks, we're going to check out Builders of Egypt Prologue. We're going to probably do 4 or 5 episodes. Then we're going to get back to Foundation Alpha. And, you know, this is a Prologue release free to play on Steam of Builders of Egypt, which is due to be released here in 2020, I believe. So we're going to check it out. And we're going to start right now. So we're going to go campaign. There is no sandbox, so new campaign. We can do the glorious capital of Kemet in Eneb Hedge. And these two are locked, so I guess we're doing this one here. The ruler of Upper Egypt, King Narmer, conquered Lower Egypt and united the kingdom on the Nile. Now the country needs capital. Now the country needs, I'm assuming, a capital. King Aha, Narmer's successor, sends you to Memphis in Eneb Hedge to supervise the construction of this magnificent city, a political, administrative, and religious center. Should be an Oxford comma there as well. Religious center, which will become home to the royal family. And thanks to its monumentality, will strengthen its authority. Win conditions. We're going to start it out apparently on medium. Yeah, that's as low as I can scroll. Export, we need to gather 12,500 bread, export 5,000 bricks, gather 2,500 pottery, and gather 200 dwellers. Okay. Let us go. The first Egyptians established arable fields mainly for spelt, barley, and date palm. This is going to scroll too fast for me to read because I'm not a fast reader. This is Nefertiti. And we can start. A glorious capital. Okay. So these are the things we need to do to beat this segment, which we covered just a moment ago. This short tutorial is intended for the early access version and will be expanded as the game develops. Here you will learn the basic rules of the game. Click on the right arrow to go further or press spacebar. So here I am looking around. I can zoom in with the mouse wheel. I can zoom out with the mouse wheel. If I hold down the middle mouse button, I can turn. Right on. WASD brings me over to here. This is a road. Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads. Everybody needs roads, unless you're in the sky. Right on. So we got that. Right clicking does nothing. Left clicking does nothing at this time. So I'm going to do that. In ancient Egypt, the idea of currency was unknown. The work was paid for with bread and beer. To simplify this mechanics treat these resources as the cost of placing buildings and exchanging wares. You can find their icons in the top panel. Bread, beer. You can get bread and beer mainly from trading and collecting taxes, but these are not a reliable source of income, so make sure you do not run out of them, because in such a situation you will not be able to further develop your settlement. The settlement development should start with designing a grid of streets. Select a road from the building list and place a street where you will be building your settlement. Remember that the first basic resource is water, so it is best practice to build a settlement along the river. Okay, so build a road. So if I come over here and I look this way, this is close to water. Build a road. House and road. If I click on that, road, 10 bread. 10 bread? Shnikes. Alright, let's start out here. And we're going to go to here. Right? And then we're going to go to there. And then we're going to go to there. And then we're going to go to there. To there. To there. And to there. Right on. So there's the roads. And they look pretty neat, actually. If not a bit square. Oh, wait a minute. We need one more piece of road. Right there. Okay. Select a house from the building list and place it next to the road. Remember that all buildings must be built like this. If you leave the building off the road, it will not work and may collapse over time. Right on. Okay, so 4 houses at once. So here, people's houses. Well, it looks like 8 houses. R rotates. Very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The building placed like this will encourage immigrants to settle in your city. If it has sufficiently high levels of satisfaction, which, as you will notice in the later game, is not easy to achieve. The arrival of the first inhabitants is announced by a message in the bottom right corner, down here. Press space to continue. So if I click here, incoming dwellers, incoming dwellers are coming to the city. Got it. Okay. Press space to continue. Right on. Remember that you can always demolish a building. Refund depends on the level of difficulty. Note, the removing buildings at a later stage can be tricky as you can shatter the delicate economic balance. Right on. Okay. Let's practice demolition on this road because we don't need it here. Remove the highlighted section. Okay. Demolition. Right on. Your dwellers need to be protected against fires. Select a fire station. Okay. Administration. Fire station. I like that look. Yes. Actually, it's a fairly attractive model. Alright, note that after clicking on the fire station icon in the bottom right corner, a filter will appear. A filter will appear, showing the coverage of the settlement with the range of the given buildings. Right on. Okay. This building protects other buildings from fire, but remember that the effectiveness of the protection reduces as the distance increases. It is a good idea to build a fire station at relatively small distances from each other for better protection. Better coverage results in fewer fires and the reduced consequence of them. Right on. Okay, cool. Now, the people coming in. Message tab, incoming dwellers. Yep, got it. Right there. Oh, there we go. Let my people go. Alright, cool. I like Tech Hat. Yeah, I like that name. Alright, cool. Alright, anyways, there we go. So, let us go to next. It is high time to look at the buildings you have constructed. Use right mouse button to select house. The details of the building will be displayed if you look from the top. You will notice the things listed below. Current warning. Okay. So I'm going to click on house. I'm using the right button. Nothing. Left button on the other hand. I get this. Upgrade. Do not upgrade. Look for. Don't look for. Available workers. 4 out of 5. Dwellers. 4 out of 5. I don't know what that is. The risk of fire. The risk of disease. The risk of crime. The risk of collapse. Access to well. Okay. Right on. Okay. Yeah, so I don't get anything when I right click. So that is not correct. It is left click for sure. Okay. There we go. We will do this. Note that each house has its own range. That is true. That is how far they'd be willing to work or go for work, I'm assuming. Right on. Okay. Which determines the maximum distance to the building in which a dweller can work. In the case of hard to reach workplaces such as mines, it is worth considering building a work camp, which is mostly a self-sufficient unit. Okay, cool. Still got people wandering in, which is kind of cool. There we go. Now, in order to upgrade the house, the well should be placed in accordance with the requirements we have just observed. Build a well in the close range of the houses. Okay. So it wants me to build a well there. So here's a well. Rotating it this way, this way. Okay. So there it is. Houses are upgradable. The house will now be upgraded if it has been completely occupied, is by the road, and meets all the conditions. Remember that if there is something missing from the previous level in the next level of the house will be degraded to the previous level after a while. Okay. Each city needs an organized production for its growth, starting from the production of basic resources necessary for the upgrades of the houses. Build a clay pit in the available space, making sure that it is within range of the houses, and there is a road nearby. Right on. Now I understand why it was having me build the roads in a wonky way. So, manufacturing products may involve more than one building within the production chain. You will find information about the building by right-clicking on it. Not all resources and wares can be obtained by yourself. You will often have to make a trade with other cities. So let's go in here to ware productions. And the clay pit. I see a potter and a brick maker. Right on, clay pit. Put you in like so. Alright, note that each building requires workers to be assigned from the homes. Right. Production buildings have a minimum number of employees below. Alright, so if I do this... minimum number of employees below which they don't start working, and with a maximum number of employees, production reaches 100% efficiency. Keep an eye on the workforce in the settlement by building new houses. Right on. I got 8 of 8, 100% effectiveness, priority, stop working, shut down, very cool. Okay. The production of wares may require the construction of more than one building within the production chain. You will find information about the building by right-clicking on it. No, it's not true. No, yeah, nothing. I got nothing. Nothing with a right-click. Finished wares are collected by the employees of the stockpile and stored there. Build the stockpile in close range to the production buildings in the same way as before. Okay. 1 of 10 carriers, 10 of 10 workers. Right on. Okay. So, right. Note that the stockpile does not have a predefined range and can pick up orders from the other end of the map. Therefore, you can control the stockpile policy by clicking the right mouse button on the building. Okay. No, it's not working with the right mouse button. I'm going to click the left mouse button, and there you go. Now I can collect wares, right? Wheat, brick, yeah. So I can take any of these items and decide what I want to gather and what I don't want to gather. Right on. That makes perfect sense. But still, not the right mouse button. To complete one typical production chain, build a brick maker. The manufactured bricks are one of the most popular tradable wares in the game. Okay. Here, brick maker are I'm going to go like that. Hey, look, they're out there with a cart. They're out there with several carts. That is awesome. So I click on there. I now have 2 carriers. Very nice. Some production buildings require specific conditions or locations. Wells must be built by the river. Quarries by the hills, and woodcutters require forests, which may be depleted if you devastate the entire woodland. Right on. Okay, let's click here. Remember that buildings within a single production chain must have been connected to the same road network in order to be able to supply each other with products. Using the stock. Roads are used mainly by stockpile and granary workers, so keep roads connected if you want to transport wares in an efficient way. Right on. Okay, moving on to the next tip. The inhabitants need food to improve their houses. As before, we need to create another production chain. Each subsequent upgrade of the house has its own different requirements. You can check them in the house information card. Clicking here. Access to one type of food. Oh, it must mean they work at the brickmaker. So, access to one type of food. Stockpile. Now, if I go down here and I do this, access to one type of food. Nothing. How about you? Nothing. Okay. Now, build a fishing wharf to start fishing. Let's go in here. Fishing wharf. Boom. The food produced has to be stored in a granary. Right on. So here is a granary. And we will store it like so. And then we come over this way. It says the food from the granary is distributed through bazaars. If the bazaar is supplied with wares, the inhabitants will continue to deliver them to their homes. Okay. A bazaar, which I'm assuming is a tiny market. Right? Yeah, I'm going to go like that. There we go. That looks good. The finished wares can be used to build a monument if the mission requires it, or can be traded away. To do this, you need to set up a trade route. To do so, click on the region map icon on the top bar. Okay, so first things first, let's look at some of the buildings we just built. So this is the fishing pier, or the fishing wharf. Looks great. They're having a conversation about fishing. He's looking for fish. He's beating his boat. I don't know what that means. Okay, now we have the granary, and this is where they're going to store the foods. Right on. Here's the bazaar, where they're going to sell the foods. Right on. 2 of 5 workers. Okay. Now I'm going to click on the region map. And it gets very bright for a second. Okay. So, I don't know what's going on here. You are on the region map. You will find your settlement on the map and all other then known settlements. You can only make... Oh, it's time for me to feed my pup. You can only make contacts with some of them at the beginning, but this situation may change during the mission, depending on the results of your choices. Okay. Well, first of all... there we go. Now I can move around the map. I'm looking for... Where am I? Oh, our city. Right there. That is our city. Okay, now right-click on the selected settlement to see what it is trading with, and check the other parameters influencing diplomacy. From this place, you can set up your first trading route, which requires an opening fee depending on many factors such as distance and current political conditions. If you want to return to your settlement, click again on the region map icon. Okay. So, doesn't look like they trade. It looks like they trade. So if I click on them, open trade route to city. They want to sell, they want to buy bricks, and they want to buy clay. Okay. Trade route. Opening the trade route to Abydos will cost 200 bread. Sure. There you go. The trade route has been opened. From time to time, a trader or a ship will come to the city to exchange their wares. At the beginning of each year, the amount of purchased wares is reset. If a trader exchanges all his goods during the year, he will not arrive again until the next one. You must first determine whether you want to import, export, or do nothing. The default option blocks the possibility to import and export. To change it, click the economy icon. There we go. Economy icon. Alright, so if I click there, sold, import, export. Bricks. No, we got clay. I can go. Can export 46, so I can export them. And I can import beer. The wares were bought. Okay. Right on. So is that window done? Bought. Sold. Okay. The goods you already produce and you can export to are bricks. Change your policy on bricks to export. Okay. Export. Excellent. If you want to keep bricks in a specific stockpile, you can set it in its options on the information card. Okay. Next. Knowing the basics of the game, you can focus on completing the mission. To recall the conditions of victory, go to the General tab. Right on. Mission description. Right on. Current bread gathered. Right on. Export bricks. Gather pottery. Current dwelling. Excellent. Let's go back to the economy tab. Mission description. No, we're good. Okay. Back to... No. Back to region map. Back to region map. So pottery is down here. I would like to import pottery if possible. And I will not do anything with beer anymore. Okay. And we go back into town. Alright, so can we pause? Is there a pause button? Is there a way to stop the clock at all? Military tab, region tab, mission description, finances, diplomacy, main menu. There we go. I cannot save the game. Let's go to resume. Show building icons. Got it. Okay. Message tab. Incoming dwellers. Let's go to them. Excellent. We'll go to here. No, we're really not. Okay. Let's go to house and road. We will go house. I would like to add there, 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 and there. And then we'll turn here, we'll go there, 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 and there. And we're going to go back to road. Right on. Okay, so now we will start to get stuff in there. Okay, now let's close that down. Here's the speed. Pause. Just heard a bunch of crumbling stuff, and I don't know what that was. Oh, the cart's coming out. Okay, got ya. So let's go back up here to road. And right on. Okay. Now I can again do this. Okay. So we got people looking to come in, right? Maybe. Here we go. Pause. You are a trader. Going to stockpile. I want to buy bricks. Okay, and clay. Our relationship with the city. Okay, very cool. So that's the trader coming in. That's awesome. These people here delivering resources. Very nice. Okay. I like that. That's pretty cool. That's kind of neat. That's my brick maker. He's making bricks. Go here. We want to take all bricks, right? Yeah. And take all clay. But we don't really have anything in there at the moment. We have enough there. Let's do another clay pit. So, faith-related buildings, ware productions, another clay pit. We'll go here. Right. And in fact, we might even go another clay pit here. No? Oh, okay. How about... What? No. Ware production. Potter? Oh, goodness. Definitely not. But, can I get him there? I can. Not gonna. That's the granary. I don't need the potter. Coming back to home. Okay. So, we don't have any bricks to export, but we want to export them. Right on. Okay. Well, people are coming in. People are moving in. Okay, now, am I able to save the game? I am not, huh? Just resume. Interesting. So this might not make do for a let's revisit this series type game, especially if I can't save it. I mean, I'm not 100% certain, but that's a little That's a little rough, isn't it? Okay, let's okay. Regular play. 2 times, 10 times, 2 times, 1 time. Freshwater map, right? Okay, we get water there. Fire station coverage to there, excellent. Tax collector coverage, ware production. Okay. Healthcare, no. Police station coverage, no, doesn't matter there. Okay, main menu. Yeah, I cannot save this game. Okay, let's just resume for now. So what am I looking to do in here? I've got 100 clay, and he needs to build. He needs 2 clay, and he needs straw. Right on. So, is there a straw production? There is not. Faith related. Administrative buildings. Buildings of cultural heritage. Decorative palm plaza. No. Demolish. Food productions. Farm. Fishing wharf. Let's go to farm. And these are 4x4, huh? So, if I come in here, I can't fit them in there, can I? No, I can't. But I can get them here, so R. No. Must, here we go. Okay. Okay, so milestone settlement, very cool. Now, current year minus 3024. Okay, so there is our fields. Administration buildings, fire station, stockpile, granary, bazaar. Stockpile. Nope, we have that. We have, okay, so those administration buildings, food production, right? Fishing wharf, got that. Okay. Sanitary. That's well, right? So where? Right on. So now those houses will all upgrade. Now am I able to save? No, still not. Okay. Let's go 2 times speed. So far he's gotten 500 of the 700 clay. Very cool. Is he making any bricks at all? No, because he needs to straw. So, alright, pause. How do I get straw? So, mission, finances, diplomacy. Let's go here. No, let's go out here. Right, close that. Apparently not. Okay. Yeah. And we can't do any other villages. Just them. Well, that stinks. Okay, let's get out of that view because it does me no good. Food production, sanitary. That's water, right? Ware production. Brickmaker, potter, clay. Faith-related buildings. Shrine. Okay. Administration buildings, got all that. Authority. Buildings of cultural heritage. Decorative palm plaza. No. Let's go decorative palm. Just cause. I like decorating. Defense structures, military, educational, authority buildings. Yeah, I don't see anything that leads me to believe that we have plenty of clay and everything like that, but I don't see anything straw. So I've got 10 of 10 people working there. They don't have any they have 2 of 2 clay, but I need straw, right? So how do I find straw? Finances, diplomacy, finances. Looking for straw. So diplomacy. All right. Mission description. What if I did this? What if I went economy tab and I went to straw, if I can find it. Right? And I went import straw, right? I click that. Now, will I import straw? I don't know. But we will find out at 10 times speed. Hey, I got straw. I can make bricks now. Ooh. So we did trade some straw then. Clay, how much straw did we get? You're not going to show, huh? Was it over here that it goes? It was not. Okay. But how many bricks did we make? Interesting. There it is, straw. Two of two straw, 2 of 2 clay. Should be starting to make bricks. Okay, so as much as I would like to play this game forever and ever and ever, that's not how this is going to work. So, I'm going to have to call a halt to it there, but that's going to do it for Builders of Egypt Prologue. Hopefully, somehow it remembers where I'm at in the game, and then I can come back to it. But if I go to start this up next week, and there is nothing, and I have to start over, then, yeah, I'll explain that as we try a different game. But a save feature would be actually pretty wonderful. So, listen, if you liked what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button down below. Tell your family, tell your friends. If you have any suggestions, tips, tricks, anything like that for how to save the game maybe, put them in the comments below, because I will read them. And with that, I will catch you next Thursday, either with this game or something completely different. Peace.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, check out the playlist above, or watch what YouTube tells you to on the right. Oh yeah, and subscribe.